Welcome to my Empath education series. This is Chapter 2, Part 1, Empath Traits. The following is a list of the most common traits of an empath. Take note of the ones that you can relate to. Sensing the emotional state of others. This is a trait of all empaths. We can sense, feel, and sometimes take on the emotional state of others as our own. We are deeply affected by the emotions of others, and these emotions can often linger in our minds and bodies. Empaths can look at someone and just know their emotional state. You can feel the energy coming at you from another person. Empaths can easily read other people. We can see through their lies and their masks. Animals. Empaths are attracted to the unconditional love of animals, and pets are an essential part of our lives. You can sense what's going on for them and if their needs are not being met. If you are an animal empath, you're able to relate to them on a deep level. Many empaths don't like to eat meat because they can feel the vibrations of the animal, even if they like the taste. Nature. Being outdoors in nature is a must for empaths. Earthing or grounding helps us to release the energies that are not our own. Empaths are drawn to the mountains, nature, the ocean, anywhere outdoors for its grounding effects. Energies. Anything that is pre-owned or second-hand carries the energy of the previous owner. Therefore, some empaths will choose not to buy antiques or second-hand items. Sensitivities. You've been called oversensitive or hypersensitive. Empaths can be prone to mood swings, and if they have taken on too much energy, they might seem quiet and unsociable. Sometimes we just need to have a good cry. Energy-sensitive people are often very aware of other people's motivations, and many times they can just tell when someone is bad news. This can be a very beneficial trait, as it makes one less likely to be conned or taken advantage of. And empaths detest having to pretend to be happy when they're sad or feeling any other negative emotion. Awareness and knowing. An empath always knows where danger may lurk. Interestingly, you may have avoided accidents because of this hypervigilance. Empaths just know stuff without being told. It's a knowing that goes way beyond intuition or gut feelings, even though this is how many would describe the knowing. The more tuned we are, the stronger this gift becomes. If a friend or loved one is telling lies, you know it. Although many empaths try not to focus on this because knowing a loved one is lying can be painful. Or if someone is saying one thing but feeling or thinking another. Violence. Empaths cannot bear violence in any form. Watching violence, cruelty, or tragedy on the TV can be unbearable. The more tuned an empath becomes, the worse it is, and eventually they have to stop watching TV and reading newspapers altogether. Empaths are sensitive to TV, video, movies, news, and broadcasts. Violence or emotional dramas depicting shocking scenes of physical or emotional pain inflicted on adults, children, or animals can bring an empath easily to tears. At times, we may feel physically ill or choke back the tears. Some empaths will struggle to comprehend any such cruelty, and many have grave difficulty in expressing themselves in the face of another's ignorance, closed-mindedness, obvious lack of compassion. We simply cannot justify the suffering we feel and see. Aches and pains. You may be able to feel the physical aches and pains of others in your body. This often leads to chronic fatigue, fibromyalgia, or any other energy illnesses. Empaths often get drained of energy, either from energy vampires or just taking on too much from others, which even sleep will not cure. Lower back problems can develop from being ungrounded, and one who has no knowledge of being an empath will almost always be ungrounded. Crowds. Being in public places can be overwhelming. Places like shopping malls, supermarkets, or stadiums, where there is a lot of people around, can fill the empath with turbulently vexed emotions that are coming from others. This is the end of part 1.